Okay, so to create a dynamic pages on the server using Eclipse, we need some settings in our Eclipse environment. Okay, so whenever we are going to deploy any client and server side application, we need a server. So the first thing is to configure the server on your Eclipse with your Eclipse environment. I have already configured the Tomcat server, and you can see here the Tomcat server is started. If I double click on it, it will show me the port number on which it is started. Okay, so you can also check the Tomcat server by uh, opening this port number in your browser, Eclipse ID. The second thing is, uh, or even before the configuration of server, you need to check whether this perspective of the Eclipse ID is changed to the Java EE. There are different perspectives in which you can open your Eclipse. So you make sure that the perspective which we are selecting here is Java Enterprise Edition, because in the Java EE, in this perspective only, we are having a option servers. In other perspective like the Java simple Java or console based Java application, this server option is not appeared into this bar. Okay, so we need to change the perspective, then we need to configure the server, then we need to create a dynamic web project. So let me create a new project, that is dynamic web project. Okay, it will ask about the project name, so we can name it anything. So suppose the project name is the first servlet. Let me write it, first servlet. Okay, this is the target runtime, means this is server name here. So server name here is Apache Tomcat version 10.0. Then this is a dynamic web module version. This is nothing but the your servlet version. So there are different servlet version. We are using this servlet 4.0 version. Okay. Then uh, so whatever the default configuration for Apache Tomcat, we have selecting it, and that's it. We're going to next. All the build libraries are going to be stored in the source folder. Then here it is asking about the context root. It is the name of the your project. It automatically created the web content directory, and inside this directory it we are required web.xml deployment descriptor, so we need to check it. Okay, we have already discussed about this file. This file will tell you about the uh, mapping between your client request and the servlet which is there on the server. So it may possible that on a server we have different servlet applications, but we need to call that particular servlet applications as per the request from the client. So we need to select it. So we just click on finish. It will installing the dynamic web module facets, and it is creating the environment for the deployment of the servlet on the server, and uh, all the dynamic web pages can be deployed now. Also, when the project is created, we can deploy the web which is sorry, the dynamic web pages as well as the static web pages. So these are the files actually. You can see that inside the web content web.xml is automatically created, and this is beta inf. So we are not going to deal with this file, so we are going to deal with the web.xml only. So now let's first create a simple web page and try to see whether it can be run on a server or not. So we are creating a simple HTML file. So the file is automatically go inside the stored inside the web content. So I just name this file as index.html and then click next. So it will asking about the version. So you can choose any version. Okay, accordingly it will give you the prototype. So I'm just click on the finish. It will generating a prototype for us. So this is our prototype. Okay, let me increase the font a little bit. Okay, so this is a simple file. Let me write hello uh, this is my first web page, and that's it. Okay, then just I will going to run it. So run on server. So I'm going to run this. So it will ask for this saving this file. So let's save this. It will select the localhost Tomcat server. Yes. The first servlet, finish. Okay. It will asking for the restart server. So click on OK. Server is stopped and is restarted. And you can see here, hello, this is my first web page. So in this way, you are creating a static web page, and that static web page is run on server, and the output is displayed here. So this is the internal browser of Eclipse. So that's why initially when I'm trying to open this web page on my external browser, it is not going to open, because the settings here is for the internal browser only. So we can change the setting. We can go to the web browser, and we can use the default system web browser, or we can use the Internet Explorer if you want to open the web page. So I am just selecting option 2. Again I am closing it, then I run this project and run on server. Then always I select this always use this server for running this project. Okay, then I am finishing it, and you can see the this hello, this is my first web project is going to be open in the index.html file. So this is how we are creating the static web page. Now let's move ahead and try to learn how we can create dynamic content over the server using servlet.